Good morning and welcome to another video. I'm Andrew, out doing more railway photography, and today it's an exploration around the lines of industrial Sheffield. And this first shot of the morning, I'm looking for a composition with Tinsley Viaduct in the background and a bit of old industry. We've got a shot of a stone train at Centertainment, so I'm going to get lined up for an incoming stone train amongst all these trams as well. Now this next spot is old Brightside station, and see what remains and see if there's any shots of the old disused station. I'm looking to see what shot I can get. I'd like to get these this old footbridge in the shot somehow, so it's a case of perching where I can over this wall. It's not ideal and it's a pretty tight shot, but I do want to try and get that old staircase in this shot somehow. Trying to get one through this mesh, not focusing on the mesh but trying to focus on the train that's the other side. Right, I've been trying to do a shot through this mesh and it's not working. Right, this is looking towards the station from Meadowhall. There's some nice dappled light on the station and a unit coming out now, so I need to be quick. A very tight shot has just been pointed out, and have a go at it. there's just a glimpse of the line with the steelworks in the background, so I'm going to have a go at that one if I can. Moving on, we're closer to the Attercliffe area of Sheffield now, over the river, and the railway line's running on a ridge up there. So just going to look out for some shots and compositions and see what there is around and about. Now this makes a lovely spot down by the river. There's a lovely weir there, and a nice couple of glimpses of the trains going over the embankment. So it looks quite nice, does that? There's some lovely light and trying to get some reflections on the Don. You know, just by the weir that we were looking at a moment ago, that's some lovely spot, and so just a glimpse of the train though. I'm going to see what I can get here with this old building, and I think it's a Transpennine that's on its way. So it's back to Centertainment to catch the stone train coming out of Tinsley Yard, and it's just going to roll down the bank onto this junction, and just try to see if there's a shot there. And the next location is here, just at Rotherham. There's a fantastic industrial plant at that side and Magna at this side. And we've got a couple of liners either way coming out of Tinsley Yard. So the next spot is closer to Sheffield, and going to go explore more shots by the river. And this is an area of Sheffield where I'm hoping to find some old industrial dereliction. And down here there is a path onto the weir, which gives a great view of the railway line. Yeah, there's a bit of ripple on the water, so it's not really reflection shot time. But still, it's a nice location. Just exploring along the banks of the Don, there's a fantastic view from this bridge with an old industrial buildings leading your eye along the River Don down to the arches and a clear view of the trains in the distance. So I'm going to try and get a shot composed looking down the river. Not a bad shot, is it, with the train going across the bridges there. Now there's a stone train going to Selby that's just coming out of Sheffield now, so trying to compose a shot to get this old building and the engine going over the bridge there. So that's what I'm going to try and line up now. So walking up from the banks of the Don to the banks of the Canal, and there's another lovely view with old industrial buildings of Sheffield and the line out of Sheffield Midland going north across the canal. It's the Sheffield and Tinsley Canal, and better watch out when I don't end up in the canal tripping over these things. But some fabulous old industrial buildings. Oh, should have had my camera out, that would have made a cracking shot. Isn't this just fantastic? Look at the reflections, the old buildings, the graffiti, it all just sort of fits together to make the perfect image. In my view is this, it's just my area is this. I love old dereliction, old industry, a reflection, and it's got everything that I want. Not blue sky, it's got a definition in the clouds. It should just make a fantastic photograph, should this. Can you tell I'm a bit excited about this location? The next freight is a heck to Dowlow, an empty stone, and I'm thinking of composing it to coming over this old bridge here. And thankfully I can stand in the road because there's roadworks and no traffic along here, so it's fairly safe. So I'll compose something up. Any railway enthusiasts from the 1970s and 80s are going to weep at this view. Anybody who remembers what Tinsley Yard, the marshalling yard, the reception sidings, the shed up on the hill, it makes you want to weep what it looks like now. It's absolutely devastating. But at least there's trains. There's an incoming Freightliner. So at least there's trains still using the remains of Tinsley Yard.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays.
So it's back to Tinsley Viaduct and Tinsley East Junction for a steel coming out of Tinsley Yard. And hoping the weather holds out and is favourable for us. Now look at this puddle here, there's a chance of a fantastic reflection. We've got a couple of units coming past and then a 66 coming from Hunslet. Oh, you bloody thing. Well, that's not worked. There's a flaming great big van in the way. What a nuisance that was. Let's see what the next one is. The sun coming through that bridge now and reflecting off the curb is absolutely incredible. Just need the train. There we are. See what that looks like. It's just a bit of fun, is this now, just to try and get a shot going over the bridge. There's a couple of northbounds. Here we are. I think this is going to be the final couple of shots. There's a beautiful reflection now on the river. The light's almost gone, and that'll be it. So let's see what the last couple of shots look like. But I hope you enjoyed that trip round Sheffield, some of the industrial areas and some graffiti and grotty areas, but all make fascinating and interesting railway photography. So I hope you've enjoyed that. So let's see how these last couple of shots work out, and I'll put them up, but I'll see you on the next video. Okay, cheers, bye bye.